What is not started today will never be finished tomorrow. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? A little more red again. Oh, man, haven't we had enough of that? Sliding down 8,200. Am I disappointed? Am I ready to pack up my cryptocurrency bags? Let me think about it. Before the last halving, Bitcoin was under $1,000. $8,000 right now, 3,500 at the beginning of this year. Are we still doing good? Does technical analysis tell us, hey, we could be sliding down a little bit, but who the frig cares? Because you know what? We got a halving coming up right around the corner. And what do we look for there? We look for gains, not 10%, not 20%. Who cares about these small numbers, right? We look in terms of X's, 20X, 300X. That's what I'd like to see. Right? And we got my co-host Samantha over here thinking the same thing, right?
Good evening, everyone. Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't sit here and day trade. We don't try to play the
No.
swings. We don't worry about whether or not Bitcoin's going to be 8,500 today or 10,000 tomorrow or down to 7,000. You know,
Dude, I live my life and we own Bitcoin.
Those are trivial, right? Like, yes, I guess if you start looking at the numbers and the overall, like, yeah, you could be thinking I have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. But if you think that, hey, the Bitcoin I have is not for now and this isn't the main point in it, and you're not constantly refreshing block portfolio, this isn't the important part, right? We're looking for the happening. We're looking for the after that, right? We're looking for when the supply is less and the demand is increased, because not only are new people getting into this, but the fact that we need a currency of this magnitude and power is becoming more prominent. As the world falls into chaos, as the governments are becoming less and less trusted, as the FANG corporations are not only manipulating governments, but creating their own enterprises.
I mean, people are protesting all over the world.
Yeah, that's becoming definitely more and more apparent as we continue to, as we see the close of 2019. That is what I would say has been one of the top news articles.
Is the uprise is real,
right? The Hong Kong protests, the Yellow Jackets in France, all of the Iranian, Istanbul, like whatever that area, the Middle Eastern
the whole
stuff.
Greta-ness and green. Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many. There is so many. I mean, pick a category and you can find masses protesting.
I mean, really, what is the harm in thinking that, hey, you know, maybe I do really want to put a little bit of my money or value, right? Let's call it value. I want to put a little bit of my value into a currency that's not backed by any of this, right? A little bit of my currency put in something that, hey, I know numbers have never failed me, right? Teach that to little kids.
Dude, I suck at math and I still know math is real.
Math is real. I like that.
Math is real. All right. So justlearnbitcoin.com is here. Hey, Daniel.
Yes, nice, Daniel, buddy. I'm glad that you could make it, my friend. I'm not a lunatic out here ranting about Bitcoin in the woods. I'm talking about the revolution, right?
He says, hello, hola, as Bono from YouTube says. Oh, remember Bono? What? Oh, okay. Zaza here.
All right.
Peace, peeps. Josh is here. He says, yo.
All right. Man, we got a nice little group tonight. Awesome. If you guys got any thoughts about what's going on in the markets, please let me know. Let Samantha know. We love to talk about what you guys are thinking. Besides that, I do have a few news articles, right, that I had jotted down. I was able to get home a little earlier today, so not too bad. I brought up a little bit of what my first one is already. I heard Omar Bam talking about it, but I guess he was referring to Tonebase, who's being super bearish on the price of Bitcoin right now. And it is this whole 10% gain. You know, that the market has been sliding down, that people are trying to, like, leverage has been going crazy, right? Everyone's been trying to get on leverage, trying to offset the downturn in the market with playing leverage. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're trying to pay your mortgage, right, then the big downfall is that everywhere you go, you see that a majority of people that play leverage or play day trading fail. So I just, I hate seeing people make these choices when really all they should do is figure out what they're good at, what's going to help them keep the lights on, and set a little Bitcoin aside instead of going into this whole, I'm going to get a Lambo, I'm going to day
we
trade.
realized that we weren't going to be able to do it that way. And it was like, well, you know what? We're still going to slave away and do the 9-to-5 stuff, but we're going to squirrel, Bitcoin. I mean, that is because that works for us. I mean, it is sad when you think that, yes, it's just like your couple brothers. I mean, they will win lots of money on lottos and scratch off. They just turn it right back around and put it right back in because they think they're going to get more. Like that, oh no, that wasn't the big winner. Like if I just put it back in, I will get the big winner.
So it comes down to this ideal of, what are you hodling for? And, I talk about what I do, right? Because you guys have to do you and I have to do me, right? And I hodl a little extra because I'm looking for some markers to be able to drop off a few bags to maybe make life a little easier. But, kind of coming from way down. So it's a long way. And what are we looking for? What kind of gains are we looking for? Well, I mean, you see the happenings come and you see them go and you see 3,000x and stuff like that. Well, is 300x really unrealistic then? I mean, I'm not saying the happening, bam, 300x, but I'm saying as things catch up, right? As the happening comes, as the awakening begins and people realize what Bitcoin is, I mean, it's definitely apparent in social media as we start seeing institutional investment and traditional finance continue to take in cryptocurrencies.
Oh, I saw another cartoon literally today as I was cleaning a room. It was on like Cartoon Network. I actually saw the commercial. So it was Craig of the Creekness. But I mean, this is like little kid crap. And it was a trading tree. Like that was where they went to trade their stuff. And literally in the middle of it, there was some little boy who goes, "What do you mean you don't take Bitcoin?" At the trading tree where you trade like marbles and your dinosaur for the bag of chips. And I was just like, I was in the middle of cleaning room going, and I was like, wait, what? What?
I mean, if you were an OG Samantha and you had a couple 100,000 Bitcoin or something, I'd be like, what do you mean you don't take Bitcoin? This is the real money right here.
It just, I mean, more and
yes, the awakening is slow at first, right? It's like the snowball effect, right? At first it's small, but then it's the perpetual motion begins to create something bigger than the original.
I mean, it's just, it is becoming something. Because I mean, I remember the very first time somebody said it on like mainstream anything, and it was like, oh my God. Now it's on mainstream news. It's on everything.
Well, now the next question is going to be is, we see that the price is coming back, right? We see the lack of interest right now, or the interest is sideways, trending sideways. Let's call it that. And as the interest is trending sideways, development is still happening. Right. But then we see downsides like possible. We got the Monero website got hacked today. We see possible flaws in Mimblewimble. Right. We see the slow development of Ethereum. So are we going to be ready? Right. These are where I would like to ask some of the real questions is Bitcoin going to be ready for it when the world calls upon it? Because we are talking about the revolution. Yes, people want the Lambos and the Teslas and to make their bank accounts fat. But once again, it's the big picture that matters. What's it matter if you get a Lambo? But yeah, a bunch of generations are going to be enslaved because we don't really have a good cryptocurrency and everyone's using Facebook coin or Amazon coin or Google coin.
Walmart
forget you
coin,
and your
yes.
forget you and your Lambo, man. Like, I care about the bigger picture. We want the generations.
We want everybody and their mother and their brother, everybody. Okay. So just learn Bitcoin says buy the dip. Zaza says
I've been considering it. Actually, I was like, man, if we drip down a little bit more, I'm definitely like,
we're like,
I know that
shoppers.
Everybody is already talking about that. Hey, I don't care, right? But I'm like sitting here and it's like, well, if we do go down to something crazy like 7,000, like, what can I rustle up? Like,
Dude, it
what
really is just
extra
like
is
some
there?
Black Friday sale. Like,
Right.
what?
Like, how bad do you guys want Christmas?
Not that bad, right? I mean, no. Zaza says, I heard Bitcoin mentioned in a show. I think it was Gumball. I've also watched
I
that one,
like
and I'm
Gumball
pretty
too.
sure there is quite
These
a
kids'
lot.
cartoons are actually, if you really listen to them,
Ridiculous.
they're
Yes.
they're us. They're us talking, and then you just kind of, it slips out.
Big. Oh, no. BTC Moon Guy's here. He says, rock on Bitcoiners.
All right, BTC Moon Guy, nice to see you out here, my friend.
All right, pheasant.
Yeah,
Getting
they're
a little
cold. It's
frisky, I
chilly.
know, right?
You got to fluff those feathers to keep warm.
Yeah, flap it, man.
All right, well, let's see. What do I got here next? I got Northern Bitcoin. It's a
Mm.
German Bitcoin mining company.
All right, German based.
They're pairing with Whinstone. It's a USA-based company.
All right.
All right, and they're looking to build the world's largest mining facility.
All right.
I mean, this all sounds positive, right? I mean, we see companies investing. That's an owl.
Oh, I was thinking
There's a big owl.
coyote. I was just like, what is that weird
There have
noise?
been coyote sightings in the next town over, though.
Cool.
So what do we got going on here? All right, so we got Northern Bitcoin pairing with Whinstone. They're going to be making the world's largest Bitcoin mining facility. They're going to be making this happen over in Texas. I don't know if that's the first place I would pick.
I don't think I would either, but hey, whatever.
So they're really looking to kick this up and get this off the ground. They're talking about in Q1 that they're going to have 300 megawatts worth of this station up and running. But by their completion in 2020 of Q4, they're hoping to have 1 gigawatt on 100 acres is what they're doing this on.
Okay.
I mean, this is going to be the largest data center in North America.
Dude, why is there so many creepy noises tonight? All right, continue. Wow, I am sorry, people.
I don't know if the microphone picks it up.
That's a good point. Maybe you have no idea why I'm just like awkwardly not talking.
But I mean, I find this positive news. You know, as we're sitting here and we're trending sideways and slowly dripping backwards, and yes, technical analysis is supposedly not looking as good as this month as it was last month. They're going to turn around and build the world's largest Bitcoin mining facility, knowing that the supply is going to be less than before they're even really up and running.
I know.
I mean, let me tell you about this business plan I got. I'm going to build this company. Biggest one around. And by the time we're up and running, only half the supply is coming out.
Right. Yep. Already rations, people. Yep.
It's just that every time you stop and you step back from, being in this intense cryptocurrency every single day saga of drama and FUD and FOMO that are constantly barraging us, you see that there's a lot of signs that are pointing to the fact that Bitcoin is going to be going somewhere. And yes, the price may not be where you want it to be today, but in the overall aspect, there is going to be a need for Bitcoin in this world, and the supply is getting smaller and smaller.
And now the bat comes out.
The bat that lives in our tree.
Oh, for the love. Okay, so
we crossed over. All the nocturnal animals just woke up.
We're gonna go CT1777.
Okay. How about we just go with CT?
He says Dragon Ball Z is the best. I mean, I do like when they get the flamey hair thing going. I'm just saying. All right.
I don't know. We're a little older school than that for the anime.
I mean, technically I'm Akira-ness, but I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll and Fist of the North Star.
So
the man with 7 wounds.
For the love of God. All right. So just learn Bitcoin. Says my mascot is watching you. So is it the coyote or the owl? And he says, yes, it does get picked up. Okay. So they can hear all the creepy sounds. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. BTC Moon Guy says, can't complain about the price. 8,000.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is that I don't understand the logic. Is that you get on the Reddit and you hear the news and you see all the YouTubers and everything, and it just seems like everybody gets all bummed out because what? Because you want it to be really high. I mean, once again, once it gets up there, is it going to come back down? How much Bitcoin are you getting? Do you have enough right now? Are you cashed out? Are you done? Or are you going to wake up tomorrow for the rest of your life and everything's going to be all beaches and pina coladas? Probably
Whoa.
not.
Jimmy
So,
Buffettville. Yeah.
I want more time. And if I want more time, then I'll take these prices.
Oh, CT, he says you guys are G.I. Joe guys, I guess. Oh, we are, you bastard. Yes. Oh, no, I was a little kid. I do remember playing with all of my little boyfriends, like friends that were boys. Sorry, let me rephrase that. But playing G.I. Joe, yes. There was not a lot of females back in the 80nesses. No, they were all bad ones, too. There was only the one
I remember the
blonde.
Ninja Turtles a lot.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was gemming the holograms. That was horrible. Just saying.
So did you see, Samantha? Did you see that Disney Plus got hacked? I thought that was funny. They were selling accounts on the dark web for like $3 to $11.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of people went and signed up for it because you get a 7-day free trial, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. 7-day free trial. Sign me up.
I don't know. I didn't sign up for Disney Plus. I'm not super interested in it, but I just, once again, things that don't get hacked and things that get hacked.
Yeah.
Disney Plus is, Disney, major corporation, this is supposed to be the big rollout. And here they are in the first weekend, they're hacked. Well,
Yep.
Here we go. We've seen Bitcoin going on 11 years and never hacked once.
Really, yes.
But it's always these little signs, you know what I mean? It's never going to be, it's not going to be a big neon sign that says, hey, this is the answer. It's going to be little things that point you in the direction that need to help keep your faith or whatever, that let you know you're on the right path, that Bitcoin is the ultimate answer at the end of this. The dollar bill did have its day. It did great things at its time. Then they took it off the gold reserve, right? It's been going down. We just seen the big problems that happened in our lifetime, right? I left the aerospace industry and decided to go back to school to do something more, and that didn't work out either.
Yeah, we found that one was the big lie too. It's
So let's get a better money for our children, right? And if it takes our entire generation and we all don't get a Lambo, I'm not going to be too disappointed, but I do know that the value will go up, and at least I'm saving for retirement in a better form than cash.
All right. So just learn Bitcoin. Daniel says, good thing you don't hear the creepy sounds on my end. All the AK-47s and the military chasing the evildoers. Yeah, that's hella creepy. I can't do air raid sirens either. Like, there's a lot of military sounds I'm not cool with at all. At all. Yeah. Zaza says He-Man. I remember He-Man. Oh, dear God.
See, I used to like a cartoon called The Pirates of Darkwater, and Samantha never seen it.
But I have now, people. Let him not fool you. I have now.
With the flying bird monkey.
Oh God, just like what's your spiciness? What was that?
Oh, the Dune and the children of Dune.
Didn't see that the first time around. Have definitely seen it a billion times now. And all of the remakes that everyone has done. Yeah.
So we got some big news, right? The big news is Fidelity, that they got their New York license.
Yeah.
It's only a temporary license or limited license.
Limited.
But once again, people are expecting big rollout from institutional investors, going to pump up the price of Bitcoin. Well, so far we've seen institutional investors do absolutely nothing but suppress and manipulate the price of Bitcoin. So once again, they were pulling back the trains for themselves. I guess we're taking advantage of it right now at this point if we buy the dip. But I'm not going to hold my breath or jump through any hoops here with this. Licenses and regulations, not something pro.
It's gonna be the downfall.
It's gonna
yeah.
It's gonna be a dark place in 5 years from now when we look at Bitcoin. I mean, unless for some reason there is this revolution and everybody just gets enough of it where the governments can't regulate it or regulation is overlooked, like jaywalking, right?
Yes.
That it's going to be a situation of nobody gets to have any, no one gets to leverage trade and nobody gets to invest in projects that are not approved by the regulated authorities.
CT says nothing wrong with multiple boyfriends these days, but I hear you.
I keep trying to talk her into those sister wives.
Just learn Bitcoin, says Honeypot. Oh, Bitcoin Jake is here now. Bitcoin. Just learn Bitcoin. Oh, it says Grand Theft Mickey Mouse. I know. I mean, like, really, I love everyone and their naive thought that literally everything is not doing something alternative on its own end. I mean, I know my cell phone's helping out everybody and their brother find out more about me. I know it.
Because they want in your wallet.
Yeah, yes, I know.
Oh, I mean,
coming from the chick that you don't see her face, there's a reason. Like, just really. I mean, I think my father's Verizonness literally said that you got Disney Plus for free if you like added a new phone, like that, and Amazon Prime. And it was like, that's cool. So how many people did that? And then yeah, just for some streaming and next day packaging.
So that's about all I had for news topics. Of course, tell me what you guys are thinking. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are on the cryptocurrency market. Do you think we're going to slide down and see $7,000 or lower? Do you think we're going to be springing up here soon? I don't know. I know that, like I said, it was coming up on 4 years that we've been in Bitcoin. I usually cross my fingers and say I'd like something nice for Christmas, and it never happens. So I'm assuming that we're not going to get anything this year. But once again,
you never know.
You never know. I'd like to do something nice. Little something in the stocking.
Zach Badera says big miners are coming to Texas because of cheap electricity, cheap land, and no state income taxes. I mean, we're already sucked it dry with all the drilling and the oiling, so yeah.
See, I always figure that the price of air conditioning and then the maintenance on it and the offset, the heat from the
because
for the miners is a lot, and Texas is hot already.
Okay.
That I would always figure that you'd go from a cool climate and try to pump that outside air in, like that would save you so much money in comparison to let's add on top of the electricity bill of the mining by trying to run air conditioners. And then when you run air conditioners at max, they break down all the time.
Oh yeah, well, that's
so
fun.
Now you're talking maintenance costs on top of it. When all you got to do is get a big fan and a hole, suck that air in. Glacier.
Right. Antarctica. No problem.
No problem. See, I always wondered about space, right? It's cold in space. Doesn't matter how hot it is.
I don't
right?
think the space to cost ratio is going to be good. I think getting it up there and maintaining it in space is going to be a lot more than it being right next here somewhere, like sucking on a windmill or a power line.
We're not going to shoot up satellites with solar panels and little ant miners in the middle.
Just saying. I mean, unless like the space station is down to have a section, I mean, like that it's already there and it's up and running.
All right. So what are our friends thinking tonight? What do you guys got going on? Tell us your thoughts.
All right. So Bitcoin Jake says that he could see that college was a scam when he was in high school. Yeah. And Zaza says it's got to pop one of these years at Christmas. Right?
Right.
And Secondary says, I mine in Texas and don't need AC. The max temps on an ant miner is 115 Celsius. Okay, so actually that's not super horrible.
Celsius.
Yeah, Celsius, I know.
All right.
I'm subtracting downwards. That's only like, yeah.
It's upwards.
Well, no, whatever. I know which way my
Okay.
brain's going, Eugene. All right, Bitcoin Shake says Genesis Mining does that in Greenland because it's cold. Also, what? Also, Genesis Mining. Oh, or Zaza says you go underground a little bit and you get 60 degrees year round.
Right, that's
Mole
true too.
people.
Mole mining.
Yeah.
It really will be ant mining then.
Ooh, what?
Right? Get a whole little honeycomb of them down there.
Okay. Public Awakening says, hello,
Nice.
crypto people.
Awesome. I'm glad that you could make it. We're getting ready to wind down this episode, though, right? Anything else going on over there, Samantha?
Josh asks, is ASIC tech peaking in efficiency? Oh, no. Oh, well, actually, we don't really know. We're not up on the newest ant mining this.
Well, no, it's now that it's the fact that Bitmain doesn't have the monopoly anymore. They're falling apart. A lot of other companies are producing Bitcoin miners. They're producing them cheaper. I mean, everybody is in on the 7 nanometer chips and smaller.
I know, right?
So power consumption is getting less. I mean, it is a positive market. It's just that to me, I think that the average everyday person isn't going to go out and get a couple miners and put them up in their shed in the backyard and really do anything effectively. I mean, at that point, I personally think that you're better off not being part of a pool and taking the gamble that you might actually win the lottery and get the block at some point.
I don't know. I guess maybe it is just because we only had we had your Frankenstein and we had a real one. So it's like, I mean, maybe we just really didn't have enough to pull in enough of the Satoshis.
I mean, when you see people talking about 1 gigawatt, besides the first thing that I think about is Back to the Future with 3.1 gigawatts. But I mean, we got 1 gigawatts on 100
capacitor
on 100 acres.
Yeah.
I mean, what am I doing in my backyard? I mean, that's like comparing our turkeys to a turkey farm.
Right.
I mean, you'll probably make more with what's the app that rounds Lolly or whatever.
Oh, there's a couple of them, but yeah. Where
you'll probably end up with more Satoshis using that app,
right? Just banking it into the Roundup, wallet. Yeah.
Especially if you ordered one, how long is it going to take to get here right now? And then when you get it hooked up and ready to go, how long do you have left?
Well, I mean, I know that we pay a crap load in electricity, so at no point is this going to work. Just like our internet, thanks to being in the woods, we don't get
the
choices.
Power Man. Look, the Power Man came today and he changed out the front of our meter. Now nobody has to come back here and read it. It's automatic at the office.
What?
Yeah.
Never again does anybody have to come on our property. I like that.
Yeah, I didn't like leaving the gate unlocked.
Breach the perimeter.
All right. Is there anything going on in the chat, or are we going to bring this episode down to a close?
No, we're good.
All right. I appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with me tonight. You guys are definitely my best friends. You guys make all of this awesome. We're going to definitely continue spreading Bitcoin awareness, getting out here as often as possible, right? We're talking about another festival, right?
We
might go and we're thinking about doing everything out of pocket. We don't want to fundraise it because it didn't work out so well last time, but we're talking about maybe going to Forbidden Kingdom and doing some flyers again ourselves there. So
yes.
We're definitely looking to see if anybody wants to get in on designing a flyer, right? We want to see if anybody wants to get in and do an interview with us again.
Anybody wants to come out and meet, chill, actually be at the same event?
Yeah, that would be cool too. We're looking to go to the Forbidden Kingdom. It's February 15th and 16th in Boca Raton. We went to it last year. It was the second one that we passed out flyers at. Definitely want to see if we can make it a round 2 again for this year.
Yeah, they have a decent amount of people that we like. So
yes, they came up with the lineup. They came out with the lineup yesterday, so I was all about it when I seen that there were some of our Bears Grill and Liquid Stranger and stuff like that. So
gibberish.
I
know.
All right, you guys. I appreciate you coming out here and hanging out with me, spreading that Bitcoin awareness. It's the best thing you can do. Keep talking Bitcoin. Have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Love your family. And remember to keep your BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.